The Google Pixel Buds A series came out a year ago and is a set of wireless earbuds with a nice design at an affordable price. And after using them for the past year, I'll walk you through how good they are and if you should pick up a pair in 2022 and beyond, or if it's worth it to wait for the new Pixel Buds Pro to come out later in 2022. By far my favorite thing about the Series A over the past year, other than their price, is their overall design. I'm a big fan of the design decisions that Google made with these buds. Specifically, I really like that very little of the bud itself actually goes into your ear canal. This helps improve their comfort and helps improve the duration of time you're going to be able to wear these buds without feeling any discomfort. They also feature a stabilizer arc that helps keep them in place and snug in your ear. Overall, I found I can wear these buds for several hours without any type of discomfort. And another thing that I like that Google seems to have improved with these buds is the stabilizer arc. It's a bit more comfortable than the one that came with the second generation Pixel Buds. Google also took another design feature from their previous version of the Pixel Buds and implemented a spatial vent in the design of the A series, so when the buds go in your ear and create a seal, the spatial vent prevents your ears from feeling like they're plugged. Another thing that's been great with the Pixel Buds Series A is their sound for the money. They actually sound pretty decent, and because they help create a seal in your ear with their ear tips, that allows them to generate a fuller sound and allow you to experience a bit more bass. Now, I wouldn't say that their sound is better than the Sony LinkBuds S or the XM4s, which both have noise cancellation, and we've done a review of the XM4s and have an upcoming review of the LinkBuds S, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel to see those. But for $99 US, the Series A's sound, it's nice, clear, and overall fine. Another popular feature included in the settings that you can enable is adaptive sound. With this feature, as the environment around you suddenly changes and gets louder, the earbuds will increase their volume. But this isn't a feature that I've actually found particularly useful. To me, the better way to cancel out surrounding noise would be to have a design that has foam tips like the Sony WXM4s and the upcoming Pixel Buds Pro, and pair those foam tips with noise cancellation. Now, something a lot of reviewers I don't think mention enough, and I myself have been guilty of this as well, is that earbuds specifically, there is a concern about them for hearing loss and your overall hearing health because they are directing sound straight through to your ear canal. They're thought of as less desirable for your overall hearing health than something like over-the-ear headphones. So given that, you can see then why I don't think earbuds that just raise their volume when everything else around you gets louder, that solution isn't really the best solution to the problem when things around you are getting louder. And that's probably the biggest downside to going with the Pixel Buds A series. Because they don't have any noise cancellation, I find that their ability to just let in a good bit of ambient noise, especially if you're going to walk and there are cars around, things like that, that definitely limits the use cases where I've found I'm picking up these buds over something else. Though to be fair, at $99 US, noise cancellation isn't a feature you'd expect at this price. Another feature that you'll love if you love bass and having a fuller sound with your music is the bass EQ and loudness compensation features found in the Pixel Buds app. The bass EQ setting allows you to adjust the bass of the Pixel Buds at all volume levels. And to me, I've had the best luck getting a better, fuller sound by turning this setting all the way up to the max. Now, the bass that you get when you do that, it's not as tight as I would want, and if you're an audiophile, you'll definitely notice that, but this feature does still make the buds overall sound better. Now, loudness compensation will improve bass and treble at lower volumes. And overall, I think it loosens the bass a bit more and makes everything feel a bit more boomy, but for me, it's just too loose, the bass, and I've kept this feature off. Now, if you own these buds or you've tried them out, let me know how you think they sound and what features you've enabled for them in their settings by leaving a comment below. I know sometimes how things sound can be a bit subjective, so I'm curious to see what you think. Another beneficial feature they have is the Find Device feature, which you can use if you lose the buds around your home or misplace them at a different location. With this feature, you'll be able to see your buds' last known phone location and ring the right and left earbud to help you locate them. Another thing Google did a great job with these buds is the case design. The Pixel Buds A-Series case has a nice, smooth, white matte finish and is in the shape of a river stone. The open-close mechanism is solid and a great fidget device and has held up for me well over the past year. There's a single LED on the case that'll glow amber, letting you know when you need to charge the buds through the USB-C port on the bottom, and you can always see the exact battery level of the buds and case in the bud setting on your Android device. The Pixel Buds A-Series supports Quick Connect on Android, which has worked well for me over the past year. And they can also connect to an iPhone, tablet, or computer by putting them into Bluetooth pairing mode, which you can do by keeping the buds in their case and pressing the button at the back of the case until the status light blinks white. But do keep in mind these aren't designed to work just with an iPhone. You would need an Android device in order to update the buds firmware and change any settings for them. Another thing I really like about these buds are the multi-tap controls you get on each earbud. Tap once to play and pause, double tap to skip forward, and then triple tap to skip backward, and then tap and hold in order to trigger the Google Assistant, which by the way is very fast on these buds. The only thing missing is the volume swipes from the Pixel Buds 2nd generation. The battery life on the Pixel Buds A-Series is pretty decent. It's pretty average. Like, it's 5 hours for listening to something, which that's what they're rated for, and that's kind of been my experience. And then only 2.5 hours for calls when you're using their mics, which is kind of just okay, but they're not going to be buds you're going to want to use if you're on calls all day long. Now, in terms of their mic quality, I actually think the mics on these is pretty decent, but don't just take my word for it. Here's an example of how they sound compared to some other buds and headphones. All right, and these are the Pixel Buds A-Series. This is how their mics sound, and this is how you'd potentially sound if you were on an audio call or on a video call. Now, speaking of video, if you're wondering why this video quality right now looks so bad, I'm using the Studio Display's camera, which is still just not great. We're going to do a video on why that is and an overall review of the Studio Display. So if you're interested in seeing that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. All right, and these are the Sony Link Buds. This is how their mics sound. These are actually designed to have very good mics. So let me know what you think in the comments. How do these sound compared to the Pixel Buds A-Series? All right, and these are the Sony Link Buds S. This is how their mics sound. All right, and these are the Sony WF-1000 XM4s. Terrible name. We've already done a review of these buds, which you can get to in the description below. This is how their mics sound. All right, and these are the Pixel Buds A-Series. This is how their mics sound. So what are some other downsides of the Pixel Buds A-Series? In general, the downside of going with these buds involves more features that you're missing out on versus anything inherently wrong with the A-Series design. However, there is a potential for some long-term reliability issues in terms of the construction of these buds, given my experience with the Pixel Buds 2nd generation, which after 2.5 years have had an issue where the white part of the bud now has become unglued, which makes me a bit concerned that this could happen with the A-Series buds as well, since their design is so similar. So after a year of use, what's my recommendation with the A-Series? Well, for $99 US, I actually think these are a pretty good buy. While there is a lot of competition in the earbud space, to me, Google nailed the design, making a set of buds that are comfortable, sweat and water resistant, have great touch controls, above average sound with some of the software EQ features you can enable, and come in a fantastic case. If you're an Android user that doesn't want to spend more than $100 US on a pair of wireless earbuds, I think these are a great choice for content consumption. But if you want to use your buds primarily for audio calls, you might want to look elsewhere at something like the Sony Link Buds, which retail for $179 US, but you can get a refurbished pair for around $70. Now, if you want a pair of Google-made buds with more premium features like spatial audio, noise cancellation, better battery life, a case that has wireless charging and is water resistant, and multi-point connectivity, allowing you to switch the buds seamlessly between Android and iOS devices, you should probably wait for the Pixel Buds Pro, which come out in July 2022 and will retail for $199 US. And we'll be doing a long-term review of those buds, so make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see that review. Now, if you have any further questions about the Pixel Buds A series, leave them in a comment below. And while you're down there, hit that thumbs up button if you found this video helpful and you liked it. And if you're looking for what to watch next, check out some of our other reviews of audio devices like the Sony WF-1000XM4's terrible name, great set of earbuds, or our review of the Bose 700 over-the-ear headphones, or our reviews of some speakers like the Sonos One, Nest Audio, and Nest Hub Max. And you can get to all of those reviews by checking out the links in the description below, or by clicking on the playlist to the right. For 6 months later, I'm Josh Tedder. Thanks for watching.